Yee.
Just get the thing that I forgot to put there. Very important. There it is. Hello and welcome to day 22 of the Genesis of Androzani Advent Calendar for 2023. Today we have a stream that I have just thought of literally in the last hour, because we were going to do predictions for AEW World's End, which is the next pay-per-view, and it's in just over a week's time. But then I realized that they've only announced 3 matches, and it's probably more sensible to do a predictions video next week outside the calendar. So to fill this slot, I have decided to do something that is something I saw on Aubrey Citizen's podcast 10 years ago, and it is a game very similar to Shoot, Shag, Marry or Fuck, Marry, Kill, wherever you come from, and it is called Push, Repackage, Fire. What it is it is a game where you get 3 wrestlers, you choose to push one to the moon, so as they are, make them world champion, put them in the main event, whatever. You repackage one, you completely change the character, and you pitch what that character is going to be, and then you have to fire one. And by fire, as in get rid of them off all of TV wrestling. They have to go back to the indies, or even retire entirely. Yeah. So, Callum, have you ever played this game before?
I have never played anything like this.
Have you ever heard of it?
No, I actually haven't.
That's crazy. So this is a I guess this is the first GoAWrestling. It's still got the format of the Doctor Who one on the other channel, but that's just because this is all very thrown together. Naturally, it's going to be like that. So the way this is going to work is that I have found, and also for context, if one of us doesn't know, I mean, I know pretty much all of them, but if Callum doesn't know one of the wrestlers that have been randomly selected, then we'll just press the button again and get another one to replace them. But yeah, basically what's going to happen is that we're going to get 3 at a time for each round, and I'm going to flip a coin for each one. Heads is WWE, like random generator, and then tails will be AEW random generator. The WWE one I've noticed includes legends as well, so that's very interesting. We have to try and decide at what point in their career they're currently at, if they were in 2023. And then AEW, I believe it's the 2021 roster. I don't know when in 2021, but it was made in 2021. So at some point in that.
You're going to have people like Cody, maybe.
Yep, bloody Pillman Jr., Sonny Kiss.
Like instantly fire.
Yeah, so just, before we get in and just have a fun, chill stream, which I feel like we haven't had in a long time. It's been very serious business for all of our videos.
Literally only just woken up like 20 minutes ago. And I'm reclining. I'm laying on my chair. I'm gonna Christmas music in the background. I'm very chill.
I'm gonna get some royalty-free jazz music in the background for me, and it'll be on the stream. Now let's see. Full copy shop bookstore ambience. That's right. That's what we need. Not too loud though. Just something to make it nice and relaxing. There we go. We love that. Yeah. So what are your thoughts going into this fun game?
I have no idea what's going to happen.
Yes.
I have no idea what's going to partake.
It should be very fun. From what I've seen I've seen quite a few big names play this game. I've seen Roderick Strong play this game. I've seen Shayna Baszler play this game. Yeah, there was quite a few big names on. I think I've seen bloody Tony Pizza Guy play this game too. He was also on that podcast.
That one doesn't surprise me there.
Yeah, so this was predominantly 2014 was when this podcast was quite big. Aubrey Citizen used to be a promoter for WWE games back during sort of the THQ days. That's how I found that podcast, and that's how I found this game. So yeah, should be fun. Are you ready to be? I'm going to throw you in the hot seat straight away.
Oh my god.
So yeah.
I'm going to think on my feet.
Let's do the coin flip first. Tails, so AEW first for the first name.
Okay, alright.
Alright.
Modern day AEW. Ooh.
Yep. Well, technically it's actually midday AEW because it's in between the start and now.
Yeah, true.
Right. Dustin Rhodes is your first.
Okay.
A natural Dustin Rhodes.
He had a good first year.
Yeah, so we're clarifying this is AEW Dustin Rhodes. This is not, WCW Dustin Rhodes or Gold Dust. This is AEW Old Man Dustin.
Yes, okay.
Alright. Second choice is Heads, WWE. Oh, now this one's relevant. Bray Wyatt, rest in peace.
Oh, yeah.
I think, to be entirely fair, this has to be like most recent run Bray Wyatt, because that's the most recent one we got. So like Extreme Rules, Extreme Rules until he faded away and then passed away, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So basically from Extreme Rules up until the Mountain Dew match with LA Knight, and then the bit with Hit Row. So yeah, Bray Wyatt is your second. And then your third is also Heads, and it is Big E. So I'm going to assume this is Big E before the neck injury.
Oh god. Okay, this just got very difficult.
So Big E just after he lost the belt to Brock, and he just before the hit into the neck injury.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh god, this got very tough.
All very all three of them very large men.
Yeah, you can make the argument for push for all of them in some ways, so that's tough. Oh, but okay, so Dustin Rhodes, Bray Wyatt, Big E, push, repackage, or fire. Oh, that's unfair. Oh, God.
It's tough for you because you got one of them who's like a respected legend. And one of them is like a guy you just love and he's been through a neck injury, and one of them is a guy who's passed away.
Well, Bray Wyatt's case is like one of the most creative minds wrestling's had. And then with Big E is someone who's been around for so long, since I started watching.
I mean, they've all been around a very long time. Especially Dustin.
Big E especially, because New Day started like a month after I started watching wrestling, so there's a bit of a connection there inherently. And when Biggie did win the title, I was very happy. I wasn't watching as much around that time, but still very happy that he won the belt. A shame about how he lost it, and obviously what happened after that. Right. If I... Oh, God, this is fucking difficult. Because as soon as Dustin came up, I was like, okay, push. Mainly because that final big run is something a lot of people have been talking about whenever he comes up. That big final push. Maybe not for the world title, but something big to cap off his career. So that was my thought, but then Bray and Big E came up, and I'm like, I could easily say push for all of them.
I will just mention, Dustin Rhodes is the only one to never win a world title of the three of them.
Yeah. It's the thing, it's like, you can easily say Dustin for push, Bray for repackage, and fight Big E, but I like Big E a lot, because with Bray, that's what he does, and he's so creative. So
I just want to make this a bit easier for you. There's no disrespect in firing someone who has a broken neck, and there's no disrespect in firing someone who's passed away. Like, it's not in poor taste. This is a fun game.
I think I will go for push Dustin Rhodes, repackage Bray Wyatt, and fire Big E, but it's very close between all of them.
Yeah, that was a hard start.
That's fucking difficult.
Yeah, it's a difficult game, especially when you get 3 equals. All right, well, let's see how I go. I'm very experienced with this game. I used to play it a lot when I was a teenager with my friends. One time, my friend James, he said, fucking, what was it? Push Heath Slater, fire Luke Harper, and I was very angry at him for that.
Oh my god.
It's like,
I
how...
like Heath a lot, but
he's fun, but Luke Harper's the man. Oh. And then I'm just like, he didn't...
Dolph Ziggler in 2014.
The dog collar match with Cody in AEW is as a final match of his life. Jesus Christ, what a great match! And sadly I can't say the same for Bray Wyatt, because Bray's last match was trash. But Brody Lee's last match.
Main reason for repackaging, because the Uncle Howdy stuff just wasn't working.
Yeah. What would you repackage him as? That's the one thing you haven't said.
Not sure. I think the angle they tried to go for, with Bray being a bit more, I guess, human in a way, I don't think it really worked. It was sweet and really nice when it came back initially, but in terms of telling stories, it wasn't captivating as much as like The Fiend or The Ears of Worlds were.
I always wanted to see what kind of story him and Karrion Kross and Scarlett could have come up with. There's something in that.
Possibly.
But I don't trust WWE to handle that, because they don't seem to really give a shit about that. WWE doesn't understand how to do esoteric storytelling. They're too, like, I don't want to say dumb, but they're just too, like, I don't know, safe. Outside of, obviously, Firefly Funhouse, but that's a massive exception. Alright, my turn. So, let's flip the coin. Heads is the first, so WWE. Oh, Cesaro. Cesaro is my first one now, as a big contender. Second coin flip is Tails, so AEW. Ty Conti.
Oh, okay.
Who's now called Ty Mello. I'm not going to include. I'm not counting like pregnancy Ty Mello. I'm talking about when she was a wrestler.
Push pregnancy Ty Conti.
What's kind of interesting, actually, the use of the name is fascinating, because when she was Ty Conti was when she was at her best, and as soon as she married Sammy Guevara, she became terrible.
I wonder why.
But like that period of time in like the second half of 2021, you know, when she was on Dark every week winning, and then she had that match with Britt Baker at Full Gear, that was pretty, you know, that was pretty solid. She had that tag team with Anna Jay. They did that, you know, that hardcore match with the Bunny and Penelope. That was her at her best. But as soon as she got paired with Sammy, it just fucking shit fell off the cliff. Ty Conti being with Sammy Guevara made me cheer for Dan Lambert. That's how bad it was. Right, flip the coin again. Tails again, so more AEW. Chris Statlander. Okay, so it's gonna have to be Fire Ty Conti. I'm sorry, she's the worst of the three by far. even when she was at her best, she wasn't as good as the other two, I think. I think... Oh, see, Statlander is fine as she is, but I feel like there is potential with her. I think you could really, like, come up with some kind of character change that would be completely different to what she's had. As to what that would be, I'm not sure, but I'm leaning to Repackage for her. And we're talking about WWE Cesaro, we're not talking about Claudia Castagnoli. And it's gotta be Push. Especially, you know, if we're talking like around that sort of 2015 period, 100%. But even later on.
Oh, yes.
That guy needed to be world champion. And just have him be that sportsman character. So yeah, Push Cesaro, fire Ty Conti, and Repackage Chris Statlander. The problem is I don't think she has much range as a promo, so I'm not sure what to do. I guess we've never seen her as a heel, unless I'm forgetting early AEW days.
There's not particularly.
I think she's been a babyface either for almost all or definitely all of her run. So maybe repackage her as a heel and see how you could do with that. I don't know what to give her as a character though. I guess she would have to break up from the best friends to do that, wouldn't she? She'd have to do a Wheeler Yuta.
Possibly, yeah.
I would like to... Actually, you know what? I've got a creative idea. This is a bit ballsy. I would have Chris Statlander start doing intergender matches with men. That's my pitch. Because I think she could pull it off. She's strong. That one was easier for me than it was for you, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, let's see. Tails. AEW. John Moxley. Ooh, that's a big name. Heads. The Big Show.
Oh,
well, I think we know who's getting fired. We'll see. Tails. Oh, 2.0. So Daddy Magic and Cool Hand Ange.
Oh.
Oh,
okay. Actually, this one's pretty. Okay.
This one is interesting.
Ooh. Because the easy answer would say push John Moxley, but he has been pushed. And I like Matt Lee and Jeff Parker. I actually like I like Danny Magic quite a bit, actually.
Angelo's he sneaks up on you sometimes. You don't see him coming. Like I think recently he's had a storyline with Ruby Soho on Rampage, and it's been all over Twitter.
Romance angle, which is quite fun. Haven't seen much of it, but it sounds good. But then AEW would feel weird repackaging John.
He's perfect as he is, isn't he?
Exactly. He's such a repackage him as Dean Ambrose.
Oh my god. I mean, if you want to turn him like mega heel, make him fucking wacky again.
He was heel for a little bit recently.
Although if he did that, he'd probably walk out on the company.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like you can't not have him be that guy that's on the street shirtless, smoking a cigarette and just walking away. Like that is his character.
Yeah.
You're in quite a conundrum, aren't you?
A little bit, because you get, like I said, the easy answer is saying push John, but I think 2.0 are quite good. I think they're very entertaining at the very least. They've not really had much to do, realistically, since they've signed. Like, they've been with Jericho, but, you know, that's Jericho's...
Any thoughts on the WWE Big Show?
So anyway, John Moxley in 2.0.
Please retire. Please retire. But he main evented WrestleMania 36.
No, he didn't. That was a weird after show fever dream. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna fly Big Show. Just straight up, sorry, Big Show, but you're fucking 50 or whatever. We're going to repackage 2.0. Get them away from all the JS stuff. You know, just rid of that. Make them an entertaining comedy tag team, but who are good.
Give them a babyface run. They haven't had that yet.
Why not? Yep, and then I'd push Moxley and have him have matches with Swerve Strickland, and have that be a big feud. Possibly for the world title next year.
Yeah, have him be a challenger for whoever's champ after MJF.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, Swerve would be a good one.
Yep. I think you've made solid choices there. I definitely think that as entertaining as they are, they need something new to do, because the Jericho shit is so stale.
It's still tacked on for some reason, and I'm not sure why.
I can't remember the last time Jericho, I mean, I guess outside of the Will Ospreay, like 1 week before All In and the match itself, outside of that, I can't remember the last good thing Jericho did in AEW.
Yeah. Hey, the match was good.
Yeah, and the promo before was incredible.
Yeah.
But that's it. Anyway, back to me. Heads. I'm loving this lounge music, by the way. This is great.
I've got Christmassy music going on, so it's quite nice.
All right, Jimmy Uso. Oh, this is a hot one to talk about. Oh, Jimmy Uso. I got opinions on that character.
Yeah, but he's funny though.
Tails. Jake Hager.
Oh, speaking of JAS.
Oh dear. Heads.
And then Paul White.
Ooh, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh yeah.
So, let me think. His last sort of period of time in WWE was as a commentator and occasional wrestler. Is that where we would put him? Like his last sort of run? 1994?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, because like, it'd be kind of like unfair to say I'll put him in like 88 when he's in his peak. You know, that might make it too easy. So we'll go with when he was last in the Fed, which was 1994, when he was being stuck on commentary where he shouldn't have been. He should have been wrestling Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels when he wasn't. Filling in for Hulk Hogan.
What was the first one? What was the first name you got?
The first one I got was oh Jesus. Hang on.
Jake Hager.
Jake Hager. Jimmy Uso, that's the one.
Jimmy Uso, there you go.
And this is obviously
a lot.
This is current Jimmy and current Jake Hager. Well, obviously
I know what I would pick.
Obviously the best of those three options is Macho Man, even in 1994. I mean, I guess all three of them. Right, like current day Jake Hager and Jimmy Uso, and then 1994 Macho Man, they're all in a state of flux, really, with their characters.
Flux.
Oh my god.
I know what I pick.
So I know the person who I think has the least potential within wrestling is Jake Hager. And I think he can do great.
Do MMA.
He can do great in MMA. He's a brilliant MMA fighter. He's like incredible at MMA. So fire Jake Hager. Easy choice. Okay, so Macho Man's character was still great, even though he was being held back. I'm gonna push him, have him feud with Bret and Shawn and Razor and Diesel and all of those new gen guys, you know, that like could get a good rub from him, because Hogan was too much of a coward to put any of them over. So Macho Man can be that legend that passes the torch. I mean, having Macho Man versus Bret at a WrestleMania or a SummerSlam would be great. So push Macho Man, give him a one last Legends run in WWE, you know, in the mid-90s, before he sells out to Ted Turner. and repackage Jimmy Uso as well written and not stupid. I guess it's just like all the stuff he's done since SummerSlam just doesn't make sense. So, am I allowed to retroactively change the past, or do I have to decide what he is from here?
Good.
I don't know. I feel like that's the main goal, would be to repair the damage they've done.
Yeah, if it was me, I'd repackage Jimmy, so...
Yeah, I definitely would repackage Jimmy, but... what I would change about him is I would have to... fucking hell, what would I do? How do I repair this shit? I guess get him away from the bloodline for a bit? I think use the Royal Rumble match to actually reignite the thing with Jay and sort of have Jimmy feel remorse for his decision you made. I don't know. There's a bunch of things you could do. I'm not 100% what I'd do with him, but I would definitely repackage him. Because where he is right now is not good.
Nope.
Whereas pushing Macho Man makes sense because he just needs to be in more matches in 1994. And just stay exactly the same way. Alright then. Your turn again.
Alrighty.
Tails, AEW. Luchasaurus, also known as Killswitch. That's a fascinating choice. Tails again. FTR.
Cool, okay.
And then another Tails, so it's a triple AEW.
It's a triple threat.
Oh, Ricky Starks.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God, that's another difficult one. Okay, alright. Actually, maybe not. It's maybe not that difficult, actually. But it's sad. Push Ricky Starks easily. Like, absolutely push Ricky. He needs to be a world champion contender.
As he is.
Next year. Yeah. Repackage Luchasaurus for FTR.
Yeah.
They've had a good run.
Yeah, it's sad, but I kind of agree in a way. Because FTR's had a great run, whereas Luchasaurus needs something else to do. At least at some point he does. I mean, he's still... the patriarchy's still a great angle, but at some point, something different.
Yeah.
Imagine if he got back into a tag team with Jack Perry, but they were heel.
I don't know how much I do actually want to see that. I don't feel like I do. Maybe it's the Jack Perry effect. I don't know.
You know what's the most toxic, poisonous, terrible feud just waiting to happen? Jack Perry and Chris Jericho.
I don't think you can find something that I'd want to watch less.
Well, at least in AEW, I'd agree.
I would pay AEW to not show me that. That's how much I don't want to see it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, actually, yeah. That wasn't as far as I thought it'd be, actually.
Would you rather watch that or Lexus... oh no, hang on. Would you rather watch that or Raquel Rodriguez versus Nia Jax?
Oh, God.
They're like completely different situations.
They both make me... they all make me cringe for different reasons.
Yeah. Because like, the thing is, Jack Perry and Chris Jericho, well... Jack Perry definitely... they're like really good athletes.
Chris and Jack would probably have a good match. They could probably have a good match. Raquel and Nia probably could as well. I just don't want to watch Nia Jax wrestle. Sorry. I generally couldn't care less about Nia Jax. And Raquel just has a back, so...
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that was actually pretty easy, actually.
Well, my turn again.
It sounds hard on paper, but yeah, I think my choices make sense.
So my first one is heads. Oh, we've already had Bray Wyatt. I think I should do it again.
Yeah,
no repeats.
We won't have repeats.
Luke Harper.
We've had Luke Harper.
No, we haven't. No, we haven't.
Oh, we've not. Oh, we talked about Luke Harper because you said it earlier.
That's right. Okay. Tails. Penelope Ford. We actually got a women's wrestler now. Oh wait, no, we already had Ty Conti. I forgot about her. Luke Harper and Penelope Ford, and then the third one is also heads. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Fire instantly.
Nah, oh my god. So this is like modern Rock, or is it 2013 Rock? Or well, technically 2016 because he wrestled at Eric Rowan then, didn't he? Oh god, yeah, it's the modern Rock. I've
never seen Penelope Ford do anything, so I actually don't know about her.
She's really good at hardcore matches.
She's like married to Kip Sabian or something.
Yep.
Or am I thinking of something
yep,
else?
yep. You're correct. You're correct. She's very good at getting the camera's attention. She does a lot of gothic, you know.
Oh yeah.
Stuff.
I just Googled her. Yeah, she's very attractive. That's for sure.
Yeah. She's a very old school sort of diva, if you get what I mean. But she's actually quite a good athlete.
Mm.
You know, she can do lots of flips and whatnot. Oh my god, this is a hard one. It's weird because Dwayne and Penelope are on like polar opposite ends of the spectrum of famous, and yet I'm having a tough time deciding which one goes where.
I think there's very valid reasons.
I mean, I'm gonna push Luke Harper. Luke Harper was brilliant, and he deserved a main event
Absolutely.
run. The Brody Lee run is what he should have had in WWE, especially, you know, around like 2017.
Yep, should have made it
so
for it at 33.
Push Luke Harper. He's awesome. Now, what to do with the other two? Oh god. See, morally, I want to fire The Rock because he's got more money, and Penelope needs to, like, you know, feed her inevitable child. I don't want her to lose money. But if we're talking like from a creative point of view, no. But what can you repackage The Rock as though?
It's kind of like you could. I don't know how worth it'd be.
Repackage him as like a better character than what modern Rock has been.
Repackage him to be not cringe.
Like, repackage him to be as serious as Roman Reigns is as the Tribal Chief somehow, and actually make him take the thing seriously. I don't know, actually. But the thing is, like, what kind of value does repackaging Penelope Ford do, either? Like, will that actually make much difference?
Stuff you could fall onto a gimmick that works.
You know, like, she's not an amazing promo. She's more of a visual person. Like, she does a lot of facial expressions. Yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest. This is difficult. You know what? I'm gonna take a risk. Unfortunately, sorry Penelope, I'm gonna fire you. Hopefully Kip's got enough money to feed the baby. You can Twitch stream The Sims or something. I don't know what else you do. Let's repackage The Rock somehow as
the wood.
Okay, I've got it. No, I've got it. Repackage The Rock as the egotistical, thinking he's actually the head of the table when he's not. You have him play. It's not inherently heel versus heel because it's complicated, but I think having The Rock not play into his, you know, catchphrases and you know playing into the crowd, whatever, just having him be more fixated on trying to overthrow Roman as the Tribal Chief, and basically you have a situation where Roman Reigns has finally met someone who can out-gaslight him, I think that would be a really interesting story. As for a match, I'm not sure at this age if he can handle it. But, you know, let's say in good faith, he's able to train to have a decent WrestleMania match. The storyline gives us some really good television. It allows Rock to take his character seriously, and after he is beaten by the ultimate gaslighter Roman, he retires forever, and that's his last ever match. I think that would be valuable. If you get it right. You have to get it right, though. The problem is that I don't think WWE could get it right. They're just too reliant on the marketability of Dwayne. But if it's my creative vision, that's what I'm doing. So yeah, I think that's a good idea. Obviously, the moral option is to not fire Penelope because she needs to feed her family, whereas Dwayne is loaded and sorted for like 10 lifetimes. And doesn't need to be in wrestling. Your turn now.
Mm-hmm.
Heads. Oh my god. So, do you remember Los Matadores?
Yeah.
So, Diego, who I believe is Primo.
Right.
Yep. That's your first choice.
I think I know which one I know which one
he's
that is.
He's Carlito's brother.
Yeah.
Yep. Even though they're Puerto Rican, not Mexican, but they had a Mexican gimmick, which is fucking weird. What a weird thing. And they had El Torito, remember that?
Yep, I remember that.
They were in the Elimination Chamber as a 3-person team. Tails, Powerhouse Hobbs.
Ooh. Very similar.
Heads, Hulk Hogan.
Oh my fucking hell.
The last time he wrestled in WWE was 2006 when he beat Randy Orton at SummerSlam.
Yeah, but his ass is getting fired, so...
Yeah, the satisfaction of firing Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, fire Hulk Hogan, repackage Diego, push Powerhouse Hobbs. That's very easy.
Alright, how would you repackage Diego?
Maybe something to do with his heritage? Maybe a bit more of a serious character?
Maybe you could have him, like... I guess you could do something with him and Carlito. And Epico.
Very possible, yeah. Maybe something that needs there, yeah. But easily push Powerhouse Hobbs, because the guy, as he says, he's... What's the thing that they made a shirt out of? He's like big, black, and jacked, or whatever.
That's the one. And now white guys are wearing it in public, and that's very cringe.
It's almost as if they probably should have made that shirt. I don't know.
I didn't think that's
It's very strange.
Tony Khan,
I think as a catchphrase.
Tony Khan's just like, oh, that's a great shirt.
Yeah. If you've bought that shirt as a white person, I don't. It's very strange.
Let's just say, being the son of a multi-billionaire has its issues. Let's just say that.
I think it's a catchphrase. Absolutely, it's great for Hobbs, but you know, not only people of color are gonna buy that shirt. That's gonna be someone.
Because there's lots of white people that love Powerhouse Hobbs, and we're two of them. Yep. But I'm not buying that shirt because that's fucking racist.
It's so weird why they've done that.
Anyway, moving on.
Why would you sell something that is like so specific for people of a like you can't wear that as a white person. It's just really weird.
Speaking of not white people, my first is David Otunga.
NXT zone.
Yeah, well, his sort of last run in wrestling was probably around 2014, maybe. I can't remember. He became a commentator for a while.
He commentated in 2016, 17.
Yeah, and
was very bad.
Yeah,
I recently watched John Cena versus AJ Styles at Royal Rumble, and he is fucking awful.
He was nepo, right? Because he used to be married to Jennifer Hudson, and then as soon as they broke up, David Otunga became completely irrelevant.
I don't know if you've seen any of the New Legacy WWE 12 Universe mode, but You should if you haven't. It's fucking hilarious, and David Otunga is a big part of that.
Of course he is. Of course, fucking David Otunga is a big part of that.
Married to her is actually a part of his character, which is very funny.
Well, that's funny because on screen, his only character was, I was in the Nexus, I was married to Jennifer Hudson, and I drink coffee.
I'm also very jacked.
Yeah, he is very jacked. He has a cool look, but that's about it.
I actually think he doesn't. I think he's quite lame looking. I don't know what it is.
Well, there you go then.
Maybe it's to do with like his voice and like promo skill. Maybe.
Oh yeah, his promos are fucking terrible. Tails. Yeah. Oh no, the Varsity Blondes. Pillman Jr. and Griff Garrison. Yep.
Ooh.
Well, this one's retroactively.
Do you want to repackage them as Alexis King characters?
Who the fuck's Griff Garrison gonna be? He's not related to anyone famous.
I don't know. He could make something up.
He has a character on Being the Elite, I'm pretty sure.
Or isn't it Being the Dark Order? No.
Yes, whatever. Okay. Heads. Hornswoggle. Fuck's sake.
Push to the moon.
I've got
what three... awful. This is awful. These are three awful choices.
Fucking, who the hell do I push? I guess I have to push the Varsity Blondes, don't I? Like, okay, let me put it this way. Right, Lexus King is awful, but in AEW in 2021, Brian Pillman was actually alright. His feud with MJF was alright. Yeah.
And, it's only one-sided, but it was okay.
You know, give them a... I guess if they had done more, like, complicated work with the Julia Hart thing, with her going to the House of Black, and that actually made them feel credible against them, you could have done something like that. I would say, you know what? This is just me throwing it into the hat. What if they follow Julia Hart into the House of Black? And that's their push. I'm not sure. But then again, that's a repackage, so I can't count that, can I?
Do you trust Brian Pillman Jr. to not be cringe while doing it, though?
No.
At least he wouldn't have the fakest beard.
Yeah, but listen, I don't want to fucking push Hornswoggle or David Otunga.
Well, but repackaging Hornswoggle would be very funny.
Repackage Hornswoggle as a giant.
Well, you have to repackage one of them.
Okay, I'm gonna push the Varsity Blondes as tag champions. Just whatever. I'm just gonna take the blow. It's the only option. Try and get some kind of Pillman Sr. and Steve Austin out of it if you can. I mean, I know that Griff Garrison and Steve Austin are like polar opposite ends of charismatic, but whatever. Right. Fire David Otunga because he's trash, and repackage Hornswoggle as someone who feels like the world has judged him for being small.
Oh.
Downtrodden. The martyr. He turns heel because babyfaces bully him for being small. Because that's what Vince babyfaces do. And then, I mean, you could do like a James Ellsworth with Hornswoggle. I think that could work. You know?
Yeah.
That's a decent idea. Jesus, that was probably the worst one yet, to be honest. That was awful. I deserve 3 legends next time. Tails for you. Oh, there we go. Pack. No, that's more like it. The Bastard.
There we go.
That's a good one. Good old Geordie. Another Tails. Oh, Long John Silver, another one of your favorites. And Heads. You don't know who Barry Horowitz is, do you?
No.
Okay, well, he was a jobber from the 90s, but I'll randomize it again. Daniel Bryan.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I've got Daniel Bryan, I've got John Silver,
and the bastard Pac.
I've got Pac. Oh Jesus!
What a murderer's row that is.
Oh boy.
3 very entertaining men.
Okay, right.
That's a triple threat match I would love to see, by the way.
Oh yeah, that'd be fucking awesome. Okay, I'm gonna have to push Pac because he has to be world champion. Just sorry, I don't make the rules. Oh, this is upsetting because I actually do like him a lot, but I'm gonna have to fire John Silver and repackage Daniel Bryan because I know he can be repackaged. He doesn't look good.
Yeah, he's got a lot of range.
Yeah.
What are you gonna repackage him as?
Because I like John Silver a lot. I really do, but Pac and Daniel Bryan are different beasts.
Yeah. What are you gonna repackage Daniel Bryan as?
So we've obviously got like modern Bryan now. You've got.
Well, I mean, given this is the given that this is the WWE one, this is like when he was feuding with Roman and Edge.
Mm-hmm.
So like, imagine he didn't go to AEW and he continued and he had to be repackaged after WrestleMania.
Yeah. Maybe something a bit psychotic, maybe. I don't know, because you had a little bit of that with the environmental stuff, but maybe a bit more to do with wrestling heritage, maybe. Preserving, the actual workers, quote unquote, to the entertainers, maybe something that AEW kind of fumbled with Comic Club and JAS.
You know what's interesting? The repackage you're pitching would make for a great match with Gunther down the line.
Definitely. Well, I imagine my idea would be like they team up for a while against obviously people like, you could say, The Miz and John Cena and Orton and that kind of element of the wrestling. LA Knight, if you were trying to do something a bit more now, that kind of stuff with the wrestling purists.
It's interesting though, because Randy Orton's a really good pro wrestler and Daniel Bryan's a really good sports entertainer.
Yeah, which is, well, exactly, that's why it would actually probably work. Yeah. Alright. That was a sad one a little bit, because I like John Cena a lot.
It's a shame. Anyway, my turn. Tails, AEW, Private Party. That is a deep cut. They won that match against the Young Bucks, and then they were never good again.
Yeah.
Tails.
Yeah, those first few weeks.
MJF. He's the bloody world champion.
He can't be pushed any further.
Heads. WWE. Brodus Clay. Oh, Jesus. Fire Brodus Clay. No, it doesn't matter. He's fucking terrible.
But you could repackage him to be actually with good opinions. I don't know.
Oh my god. Well, I'm not even counting his Fox News character. I'm talking about, like...
That's true. Yeah.
Firstly, there's the fucking... him on NXT. Then there's him playing the bloody Alberto Del Rio fucking body. And then there's him being the Funkasaurus, which was also terrible. And then there's him being like...
Oh boy.
Him saying to Xavier Woods, y'all ain't a main event player like me, which is also stupid. And then he went to NWA and he was one of the worst, if not the worst, world champion in any company ever. As Tyrus, and he's fucking tragically bad in the ring. And the only reason why he was in WWE is because he was Snoop Dogg's bodyguard at one point. So there. He's terrible, fire him. He can go on Fox News for the rest of his life, I don't care. But he talked to Tucker Carlson about woke people. Right. So the rest of it is Private Party and MJF. Well, MJF is the world champion and has been for a year. So I'm going to say push Private Party, give them the 2019 characters again, and just like have them... You know what I think would bring it full circle? If they beat the Young Bucks for the tag belts. I think that would actually be quite fitting. And then repackage MJF. Fucking hell, what do you do with him?
You do something with him when he loses the belt.
Yeah, when he loses the belt, I think... this is difficult. I think he pushes Adam Cole away with his insecurities.
Mm-hmm.
He unintentionally causes Adam Cole to turn heel on him with his actions. And then Roderick Strong gets Adam Cole back into his hands. Somehow. It would take a long time to convince that story, but that'd be my idea. Repackage MJF as someone who lost the title and once again pushed everyone away. And also, you know what? They're obviously going to do a story that he's re-signed with AEW, you know, the War of 2024. Have him regret his decision and wish that he had gone to the Fed. I think that could be interesting. Alright, your turn. Tails. The Young Bucks. That's interesting.
Ooh, speaking of.
Tails again. Frankie Kazarian, who's no longer in AEW. He's in TNA. He's the Elite Hunter. Tails again. Stu Grayson.
Right. Bit of a weird one. So I've got the Young Bucks, I've got Frankie Kazarian, and Stu Grayson. I would repackage Stu Grayson. I would push Frankie Kazarian and fire the Young Bucks.
Interesting. You think they should go back to the Indies?
I think the Young Bucks have they've gotten very, very, very stale.
Interestingly, because what's interesting is that the Young Bucks are currently going through a repackage, and Stu Grayson also recently, about 6 months ago, had a repackage as well. He's turned heel. He's on Ring of Honor and has betrayed the Dark Order. Yeah. What would you repackage Stu Grayson as?
Not sure. Not sure actually, but I like Stu Grayson. I don't think he's bad at all. I just don't care about the Young Bucks really. They have good matches, but I haven't really cared about them in just. And Frankie deserves a big run. Frankie's cool.
Yeah.
Never really got anything to do. The best he got was obviously God, what was the name of the team? Was Scorpio's guy?
Oh, I see you.
Yeah. And then you had a little sort of mini feud with Scorpio for the TNT title, but they kind of.
Well, Frankie's best run was in TNA, obviously. You know, his TNA run was great.
Yeah, but if he was still in AEW, then push him and maybe on a title run would be quite cool. TNT title.
Interesting.
Or maybe even yeah. No, those my pick.
All right. Let's see. Heads. The Ultimate Warrior. Well. His last WWE run was when he squashed Triple H in 1996, I think. So that's the one we're dealing with. And you did a pretty good snort there.
Yeah. No, it's not as bad. No, it'll be worse.
Tails. CM Punk.
Wife?
Well, they're like two polar opposites. Have a guess which one of those I prefer.
Obviously. Obviously the Ultimate Warrior.
Well, you know, he actually main evented WrestleMania, so there's that.
Where's my wife? Dana Warrior.
Christian.
Oh, Christian Cage.
I suppose this would technically be Royal Rumble 2021 Christian, wouldn't it?
Could, yeah.
That's his last time he appeared in WWE in a match.
He never went to AEW, went actually straight to WWE.
And let's say you can't choose gimmicks that they ended up actually being, so I can't choose the patriarchy, even as great as it is.
You know, it's really good.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna fire the Ultimate Warrior, sorry. He's the worst of the three, in my opinion, even though he's the only one that made it at WrestleMania.
Who's the the three who's been fired recently?
Well, there you go. I actually don't know who's been fired more times, Ultimate Warrior or CM Punk at this point. They both got fired quite a few times. From companies.
I'd imagine it would be Warrior.
I'm not sure. That's hard.
Well, to be fair, Punk's only been fired twice in the last, what,
Well,
9 years?
okay, yeah, but if we count the fact that he was technically fired on his wedding day in 2014, that also counts as well.
Well, yeah, that's why I said twice.
Yeah, but he was fired from... I guess technically the first AEW thing was a suspension, not a firing.
Yeah, it wasn't a fire, it was a suspension.
Yeah.
He's only been fired twice in the last 9
Yeah,
years.
he was released from the USC, but he wasn't fired.
Yeah.
And he chose to leave Ring of Honor. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you count WCW, it would be the Warrior, wouldn't it? Anyway, so the Ultimate Warrior is getting fired because he's very much of his time, even if that...
What the fuck are you talking about? Put me to the moon!
And he's a massive egomaniac, and he has some very bad opinions. So yeah, there we go. Let's push Christian Cage Oh god, no! Hang on a second. Wait. I'm gonna repackage CM Punk. Oh no. Actually, you know what? Push CM Punk. Wait, this is AEW, right? Not WWE. Fuck. Oh, damn it.
You're pushing him to more.
See, the problem is that in AEW his character was like near perfect, so I have to push him, don't I? But then pushing Christian in WWE would make sense. Oh, this is hard.
You think you repackage Punk to be the patriarchy?
Okay, let me think. We never got a true heel run in AEW, so let's repackage Punk in AEW as a heel. A full-blown heel, not like, you know, oh, I'm Hollywood Hogan on Collision kind of heel.
Counterfeit Bucks.
Yeah, not that. That was a tweener character. I'm talking like full-blown, like fucking black hat CM Punk. You know, we are talking covering the Undertaker and Paul Bearer's ashes kind of heel.
Yeah, based.
Yeah. Repackage CM Punk as a heel in AEW and push Christian given the world title in WWE.
Yeah.
That works for me. Fire the Ultimate Warrior because he sucks.
Christian did actually go, like, came back permanently for WWE instead of AEW. How interesting with things.
They couldn't have done the Go Fuck Yourself promo, could they?
No, they couldn't have. So what do you have left by now then with Edge? You obviously joined only a year earlier.
Depends when his contract expires. Your first one's a Tails. Oh my god, the Hybrid 2, you remember them? Bloody Jack Evans and Angelico?
Oh yeah, I only really remember that stuff from Lucha Underground.
Yeah, that's true. They were like, Angelico and Lucha Underground was like one of the best guys.
Oh yeah.
And now he's an absolute jobber.
I remember that second season. I remember watching it.
Vitalis and Son of Havoc. Brian Cage is your second one. Another one that was better in Lucha Underground.
Yeah, oh yeah, we're getting a theme here.
Yeah. Another Tails.
Mysterio, that'd be very fitting.
Matt Sydal.
Who was also in Lucha Underground, was he not?
I think he might have been.
I think. Let me
I know that Johnny Mundo and PJ Black were.
Yeah.
Matt Sydal. I have to check this.
I swear he was.
Let's see.
I just go to Wikipedia.
I mean, he got fired for weed from WWE.
Oh boy.
It doesn't say so on his Wikipedia.
Fuck, I swear he was. I feel like I'm not making that up. I swear he at least made an appearance.
Doesn't say so. Maybe you think it's someone else.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he is. I feel it's weird. I just feel like that's true.
Is this just like how I thought that Emma Mackey was in Torchwood the other day?
Did you actually find out if you're right or not?
No, didn't find out. I think I was just dreaming it, to be honest.
Okay, so I've got 2 hybrid, Brian Cage,
and Matt Sydal.
Matt Sydal. I would. Okay. I'd push Brian Cage because I don't mind Brian Cage, and I think in Lucha Underground he was cool, but he hasn't been cool. And that was like, what, 8 years ago? So, that was a long time ago. But I think there's some stuff recently he's been doing alright. He's been doing
he had a match with Wardlow in 2022. That was great. Back when Wardlow actually meant something.
Yeah.
Back when Wardlow had hair.
And I guess I would... Oh, I'm not really sure. I guess I would fire Matt Sydal and then repackage Evans and Angelico.
What'd you repackage them as? I mean, I have an idea if you want me to pitch you one.
Yeah, give me an idea then.
So there's an actual thing with Jack Evans getting arrested in Mexico a lot. In real life. So what you could do is you could have them feud with, or join bloody Rush's faction. They could do like vignettes of them being captured in Mexico. Like instead of the police this time, it's by LFI. And they could get imported into that faction. That's just an idea I have.
Yeah, then Matt Sydal didn't really do anything in AEW, unfortunately, so I'd probably just fire him.
Yeah, I mean, he had that one thing where he was Dante Martin's friend for a bit.
He also botched the very first thing he did.
Yep. He also won the Friday Night Wars against CM Punk on Rampage. That's what Tony Khan said. Because they got, I think it was Matt Sydal versus CM Punk. Matt Sydal versus CM Punk got a higher rating than Brock and Roman on FS1.
Oh god. This is Rampage, baby. This is a show you don't want to watch.
This is Rampage, baby. Okay.
Remember those first?
What?
Of Rampage.
Yeah, I remember Rampage. I remember Rampage in 2021. What an action!
Yeah, you had Christian Cage and Kenny Omega, and then you had Punk and coming back.
Yeah, like the first 6 months of Rampage and the first 3 months of Collision, that was good shit.
Yeah, the argument was always, well, it's just a nice hour of wrestling, and now no one cares anymore.
Now it's just filler.
Yeah.
Now it's just bloody. I mean, it was QTV, but now QT Marshall's gone. So what the fuck's Rampage for? I guess for bloody Santana and Ortiz, and bloody Ruby Soho and Angelo Parker. Anyway,
I think we can do one more round, I'd say.
All right. Oh my god, can you believe it? I got Fernando, the other fucking matador.
Was it my turn? Oh,
no, it's mine. Bloody Fernando.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre.
Oh.
And Bray Wyatt. No, we already had him. The Iron Sheik. Oh my god. Fuck. Fucking bullshit. Fuck the Hulk Hogan.
Well, I think it's time to give you a paperless goodbye, Drew McIntyre.
No, I'm gonna fire Fernando, unfortunately. I don't give a fuck about that. So, if it's Drew McIntyre right now with his current gimmick, I would say push, because he's really good at the moment. As for repackaging the Iron Sheik, I guess you could make, like, they always had him as a heel, which was his natural fit, but I guess you could do like kind of, you know, the audience is in on the joke babyface, just have him be a meme lord. I think that could work. Unfortunately, by 2001, he couldn't take a bump, and that's when he had his last match at WrestleMania X7. He the only reason he won the Legends Battle Royal is because he can't take a bump, so he couldn't be thrown out of the ring. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna repackage Iron Sheik as a fun babyface, push Drew McIntyre, and fire Fernando. And your last one. This will be the final. Yeah, this is a fun thing to do, I think. I'll have to figure out a better system for this next time, I think. Tails. Dr. Britt Baker DMD is your first.
Alright.
Other Tails. Ooh, the Redeemer Miro.
Ooh, okay.
And then another Tails, that's a triple AEW. Nyla Rose.
Oh, this is very interesting. Because in that first year, Nyla Rose was very much pushed.
Well, she won the title of Riho and lost it to Hikaru Shida.
Yeah.
She also had a great feud with Jade Cargill where she stole the TBS title. That was hilarious.
Oh yeah, that did happen.
And she's brilliant on social media. She's so funny.
Right. Okay, so Miro, easily push. Miro again, another person who should be challenging for world titles. I'm going to repackage Britt Baker.
Yep.
I feel like she is desperately in need of a rebrand. I think the DMD. I know people still do the whole DMD in the crowd and stuff, I imagine. But dear God, she's been very interesting for like 2 years now. It's long overdue.
Ever since she lost the belt.
And yeah, teeth. And yes, I would fire, unfortunately, Nyla Rose, even though Nyla Rose is pretty cool. I'm not that interested, but she's good.
I think she could make a fun babyface.
Yeah, I just think there's a lot of other women's wrestlers I definitely prefer, especially in AEW.
I almost wonder if Nyla Rose should go to WWE, to be honest.
That would actually be... she might be better suited there, actually. Possibly.
She's very good with, like, the sports entertainment stuff.
Yeah. She's like a good Nia Jax.
Yes, that's true. And now that WWE's moving away from Fox, maybe the morals will line up a bit better?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe.
Anyway, I'm going to do one more, my last one. Now that you've done your last. Finish off the stream. Tails? Orange Cassidy?
Ooh.
Heads? Jey Uso.
Oh, okay. Now this is very interesting.
Tails. Evil Uno. Alright, well, I think that's pretty easy. I'm sorry, Evil Uno, you're a nice guy, but I'm gonna fire you. Honestly, though, Evil Uno in Deadlock Pro Wrestling would be perfect.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Any members of the Dark Order in DPW.
Honestly, the entire Dark Order should just go to DPW. They'd be like main eventers in that company.
Just do it. Have a whole new legacy fed.
Yep.
You already got Manny there.
Yeah. Alright, so fire Evil Uno. Wish him the best because he's a nice guy.
Yeah, he can stream on Twitch. It's fine.
Which leaves us with Jey Uso and Orange Cassidy.
Oh, very interesting.
Now this is interesting. This is a really interesting choice. I wouldn't
repackage either of them, really.
No, I wouldn't. I have to make a choice though.
That's a tough one. Yeah.
Okay.
I think I know what I would say.
I guess it's so. The repackage thing kind of cancels it out because I don't want to do it to either, but I will have to do it to one of them. But the real question is, which one do I give the world title? And I wonder... Oh, see, they've already had the match with Jey and Roman, haven't they? And they fumbled it.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Whereas Orange Cassidy winning the world title from MJF, that would be interesting.
It could work.
Oh, this is hard. But, like, if I was to repackage Orange Cassidy, what would I do with him? I mean, is there a way to make him a heel and have it work?
Yeah, it's very... No, yeah, that's... I feel like there is a way, but I feel like it's very...
I feel like I'm not creative enough to know what to do with him as a heel.
Yeah.
You gotta be really... gotta think of something really interesting. I mean, he would just have to take he would just have to do the thing where he like doesn't wear the sunglasses, and it would just kind of ruin him, to be honest. I'm gonna push Orange Cassidy on making the world champion. I think he will honestly be world champion one day. He's a massive draw. It's weird to say, but I think he will be. I'm gonna push Orange Cassidy, and I'm gonna repackage Jey Uso. But what the hell do I do?
You get rid of the main event part of his name.
It's got to be a bit more substantive than that, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, this is so hard. Oh, honestly, I don't even know what to do. What, do you have any suggestions?
I probably would have originally said push Jey and repackage Orange Cassidy and make him revert back to not caring. but in a satisfying way, like naturally.
Almost like I've had my moment, and now it's time to have fun again.
Yeah, and you can have it be more. You can have like characters saying you were once, you learned all this stuff, and now you just turn your back on everybody. Something. I think there's something there. It's incredibly difficult though.
Oh yeah, because the booking could get really complacent.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think that's the way I would go.
I mean, if you just have a moment where he takes the sunglasses off and leaves them in the ring and walks away, that would be quite powerful.
Hey, it's no John Cena armband.
Yeah.
He lost that No Mercy to Roman
I'm sad we didn't get John Cena on this. Hopefully we do
the same one, was it? Or no, that was AJ Styles.
I really hope that one day we do this again and we get John Cena and we actually have forced to do something with him.
Yeah, fucking boom out the door.
Either fire him or repackage him as something completely opposite to who he is.
No, we're gonna push him. We're gonna do the same thing over.
Oh my god! Give him the 17th belt.
I mean, I feel like that's a valid point. It's just John at this point can't wrestle good.
I honestly would prefer if Randy Orton broke the record instead of John Cena.
How many is he off though? It's got to be a couple.
He's on 14.
Yeah,
it's possible.
Yeah, 3 separate.
He wants to wrestle till he's 50, and he's what, 43, I think.
Yeah. He has seemingly got a new
7 years. 7 years to win. 7 years to win 3 belts.
It's possible, yeah.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, he's having a great time at the moment. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Repackage Orange Cassidy. Have him lose his identity. And have it be like, not like a heel turn, but just like a sad change of character. I think that there could be something really interesting with that, and give Jey Uso the belt. Yeah. Oh, that was fun. That was a fun stream. Day 22. Hope you enjoyed. I bid you adieu, a good night, and a goodbye. Bang.
Bye.
Get well soon, Kenny Omega.